Does it ever feel like you're running into the same invisible walls over and over again? Maybe it's a career where you have to work twice as hard for half the credit. Maybe you see a pattern of intense relationships that build up beautifully, only to suddenly crumble and fall apart. Or maybe you're just stuck in a constant state of chaos you can't seem to escape, and all you want is a little stability. There's that nagging feeling, right? That you're paying for mistakes you don't even remember making. Well, what if I told you that you're not imagining it? In numerology, for specific numbers can show up in your chart that point to a karmic debt from a past life. Now, don't panic. These aren't punishments. Think of them as powerful opportunities for your soul to level up. In this video, we're going to uncover what those 4 numbers are, what they mean for you, and most importantly, how you can finally settle that debt and move forward with purpose and a ton of freedom. Before we get into the numbers, let's clear something up. What even is a karmic debt? Forget the scary idea of cosmic punishment. It's more like a cosmic do-over that your soul chose for this lifetime. These debts are basically lessons carried over from past lives where certain responsibilities were, let's just say, fumbled. Think of it like a class you didn't quite pass last semester. You just have to retake it to master the material. These numbers pop up in your life as repeating challenges designed to help you finally ace that test. So, where can you find these numbers? The easiest place to spot them is your day of birth. If you were born on the 13th, 14th, 16th, or 19th of any month, you're carrying the energy of that specific karmic debt. They can also appear when your core numerology numbers are calculated, like your life path or expression number, before they're reduced to a single digit. But for today, we'll focus on the most direct way people feel them, being born on one of these specific days. Understanding your karmic debt is the first real step toward freedom. It gives you a roadmap, turning your biggest struggles into your greatest strengths. If you're new here and ready to make sense of your life's biggest challenges, go ahead and subscribe for more insights like this. Now, let's get into that first number. The first karmic debt number is 13. At its heart, the number 13 is a wake-up call to put in the effort. This debt comes from a past life that was marked by laziness, cutting corners, and maybe piggybacking on the hard work of others. In a past life, the soul with a 13 debt might have been the one to let everyone else handle the heavy lifting while they kicked back and enjoyed the rewards without earning them. How does this show up now? As a never-ending stream of obstacles. It's that feeling that nothing ever comes easily. A project that's a piece of cake for others becomes a marathon for you. You might notice that procrastination is your kryptonite, and every single time you take a shortcut, it backfires, forcing you to redo the work with even more effort than it would have taken in the first place. This can be incredibly frustrating and make you feel like you're just unlucky. But the truth is, the universe is just blocking the easy way out. It's pushing you to build that discipline muscle. So, how do you balance this debt? The path to settling the 13 karmic debt is paved with dedication, focus, and good old-fashioned hard work. You have to learn to embrace structure and actually finish what you start, no matter how boring it feels. The key is to completely change how you feel about effort. Instead of seeing it as a punishment, you have to learn to find real satisfaction in a job well done. Making a schedule and sticking to it, breaking big projects into small, doable steps, and celebrating your own progress are game changers. When you stop fighting the work and instead pour your energy into building something real and lasting, you'll find that the roadblocks start to disappear. And your success will feel so much sweeter because you'll know, without a doubt, that you earned every last bit of it. Next up, we have karmic debt number 14. This number is all about learning to use freedom wisely. The 14 debt comes from a past life where freedom was abused. This might have looked like a total disregard for responsibility, over-the-top indulgence in things like food, drink, or sex, or just a pattern of leaving a trail of broken promises because you refused to commit to anyone or anything. That soul used its freedom to escape accountability, and it often came at a cost to others. In this lifetime, the 14 energy can feel like constant and dramatic upheaval. Just when you think you finally got your feet on the ground, the rug gets pulled right out from under you. This can show up as unexpected job losses, sudden moves, or relationships that are thrilling but totally unstable. There's this deep restlessness inside that makes commitment feel like a trap. You might also be drawn to escapism, whether it's through constant travel, substance use, or just changing your identity every few months. The universe is creating chaos on the outside to force you to find your stability on the inside. The lesson of the 14 karmic debt is all about moderation, emotional stability, and self-control. True freedom isn't about having no rules. It's about having the discipline to direct your own life with purpose. To balance this debt, you have to create a routine and actually stick to it, especially when you feel that powerful urge to run. Practice commitment in small ways. Finish the book you started. Stick to a workout plan for a whole month. Stay in a relationship even after the initial honeymoon phase fades. By grounding your energy and learning to be present, you stop being tossed around by life's chaotic winds. You become the sailor who can navigate any storm because your anchor is within you, not in your circumstances. The third karmic debt number is 16, and this one can be one of the most transformative. This is the number of the ego getting knocked down a few pegs. The 16 debt comes from a past life that involved irresponsible or hurtful actions driven by a huge ego. This often points to relationships where one person's selfish desires led to the humiliation and downfall of others. It's a karmic pattern that springs from misusing love and refusing to see how your actions affect other people. How a 16 debt shows up in this life is through a cycle of building things up and then watching them fall apart. You might build an amazing career, a beautiful home, or what seems like the perfect relationship, only to have it all collapse suddenly and unexpectedly. It often feels like a shocking and humbling fall from grace. The whole point of these experiences is to shatter the false foundation of the ego so you can rebuild your life on something authentic and spiritually solid. Balancing the 16 debt requires turning inward and walking a path of spiritual renewal and humility. The lesson here is to dismantle the ego and connect with your intuition or a higher power. You have to learn to listen to that inner voice and act from a place of love and integrity, not from selfish desire. This path often requires periods of being alone and doing some deep self-reflection. The challenge is to rise from the ashes of your fallen towers, not with bitterness, but with wisdom. When you can finally see the destruction of the old as a necessary clearing for the new, you've started to pay the debt. Once balanced, the 16 energy leads to incredible spiritual insight and an unshakable connection to the divine. It turns the pain of loss into the power of rebirth. Finally, we have the fourth karmic debt number, 19. This is the debt from the abuse of power. In a past life, a soul with a 19 debt was likely in a position of influence and used it for their own selfish gain. This could have been a leader who manipulated their followers, someone who refused to listen to other people's perspectives, or a person who got ahead by dominating and controlling everyone around them. The core issue was a deep-seated belief that they were better than everyone else and didn't need any help. In this lifetime, the 19 karmic debt shows up as hard lessons in independence and isolation. You might feel intensely alone, even in a crowded room. You may be forced to learn everything the hard way, all by yourself, because you find it almost impossible to ask for or accept help from others. The universe creates situations where you have to rely solely on yourself, only to then show you the limits of that self-reliance. It can be a lonely road, designed to break down the walls of false pride. The way to balance the 19 debt is to learn what true leadership and interdependence really mean. The lesson is to stand strong on your own 2 feet while also recognizing that we all need each other. You have to learn to give and receive support in equal measure. This takes empathy and a real willingness to listen to and learn from others. The ultimate goal is to become a leader who empowers people, not one who rules over them. You pay this debt by sharing your wisdom, helping others without expecting anything in return, and finally understanding that we are all connected. When you can balance your powerful independence with genuine compassion and cooperation, you settle the debt and step into your true power as an inspiring force for good. So as you can see, these 4 numbers, 13, 14, 16, and 19, are not a life sentence of struggle. They're more like a sacred contract your soul made with itself to evolve. They point directly to the parts of your life that hold the most potential for incredible growth and mastery. Just being aware of them is the key. By understanding the lesson behind your repeating challenges, you're no longer a victim of your circumstances. You become a conscious creator of your own liberation. So I'm curious, do any of these numbers show up for you? Let me know in the comments which one you have and if the story resonates with what you've experienced. Sharing our journeys is such a powerful way to integrate these lessons. If you want to go even deeper into your personal numerology chart and get the unique map for your soul's journey, think about booking a private reading with me through the link in the description. And if this video gave you a little clarity today, please give it a like and be sure to subscribe for more explorations into the spiritual tools that can change your life. Thanks for joining me on this path of discovery.